wanted to help you.
200 kills in 20 countries. You really get around, don't you? Only possessions seem to be knives, some various chemicals, and some rather strange and realistic looking masks. No real name, only known alias is simply X.
Working alone this time, Detective?
I prefer to work alone. The Van der Rikers will be here in a few minutes, so what do you say we talk about your job while we wait?
Very well. What would you like to know first?
Let's talk about the reason why you came into town. A powerful crime lord, Giovanni Donatelli, hired you to take care of the son of one of his rivals. That seems pretty low even for Donatelli. Guess you didn't care as long as you got paid, huh?
You'd be correct.
Autopsy showed that he had ingested a deadly toxin, but we didn't find any trace of poison in his glass. So how'd you pull that off?
It was simple. First I created the perfect disguise of the boy's girlfriend. Then I simply poisoned him with a new method I invented. Care to venture a guess as to what that method was?
We found this at the crime scene. CSI found traces of venom from about 10 different species of snakes. It's an impressive method, I'll give you that. It must have taken you, what, months? Years to collect the venom?
Well done, Detective. I'm impressed.
Now let's talk about Donatelli's payment plan.
Quid pro quo, Detective. I explained the job. Now it's your turn.
What are you talking about?
If you want to learn more about my job, then you'll have to provide some information for me. Tell me a little bit about your life, Detective.
Okay, I grew up in a small town outside of Toronto, and I...
Don't lie to me, Detective.
What are you talking about? I'm not lying.
Detective, I know you're an intelligent man, so please, don't try to insult mine.
Alright, I'm from Queens. I grew up in a small house, and I joined the force after college.
Why did you become an officer of the law?
Someone close to me was killed by a drunk driver.
Someone close to you? A family member, perhaps?
That's not important.
Isn't it? It must have meant something to you. Your father, maybe? Your mother? There it is. So your mother was killed in an accident caused by a drunk driver, and that inspired you to become a police officer.
Enough! Can we just get back to the job?
Of course. Now where were we?
Well, you completed your job, but I guess Donatelli didn't feel like paying you. So he sent somebody to take care of you instead. I'm guessing you weren't too pleased with that decision. found this man in a back alley. His face was missing.
Yes. I took it.
Yes, I figured. What I'd like to know is why.
I'll tell you, but first it's your turn for a story.
Fine, what do you want to know?
Let's talk a little bit more about your career.
Okay, after 15 years on the force, I requested a transfer to the city.
And why would you want to come to this little slice of hell on Earth?
Not personal reasons, if that's what you're thinking. I just needed a change of scenery.
If you say so. Go on.
Well, I was immediately partnered with a woman named Caitlin Simmons, although she did seem hostile to me for a while.
Did you know why?
She seemed to think that I was connected to some vigilante who arrived in the city at the same time I did.
The one they call Demonus.
You know him?
I've heard things. How he seems to disappear into the shadows. How no weapon can kill him. I intend to prove otherwise.
You plan to kill him?
I plan to humiliate him, Detective. I will hunt him. Expose him for what he is. He is the ultimate prey.
You're gonna have a real tough time accomplishing that from Rikers. Now, can we continue?
Of course, Detective. I believe we were discussing why I took that man's face.
Yes, we were.
Well, obviously, I needed to have a word with Mr. Donatelli. That man's face gave me access to his office.
What happened? What the hell? What are you doing?
Just a little bit of fun, Mr. Donatelli.
X, is that you?
Bingo, Mr. Donatelli.
Do you think you'll get away with this, you sadist?
Relax, Mr. Donatelli. Everything will work out as long as you send me the agreed payment for the job.
You expect me to believe you used a knife to deflect a moving bullet? That's impossible. No man can move that fast.
How can you know what's possible and what isn't, Detective? You can never be certain of anything until it's right in front of you.
So with Donatelli dead, there's no way you're gonna get paid for the job, huh?
I had other ways of getting the payment.
Like hacking into his bank account? You never stood a chance, X. I'm the best detective in the city. The van to Rikers will be here soon. You're finished, X.
You're not as good as you think, Detective. The only reason you caught me was because I wanted to be here. And if I wanted to be here, what's stopping me from leaving?
What happened? Are you alright?
I'm fine. X had a weapon hidden in that lipstick. I had no choice but to take him down. Go tell the chief while I write the report.
This guy can't be bought like the other pigs. His name is John Elliot. Deal with it.
Don't worry, Mr. Donatelli. I'll get the job done. I just need you to send Raymond to meet me. Relax. Everything will work out in the end.